Grief is the price we pay for love. Good memories are our second chance at happiness. Often a child's helplessness and vulnerability bring out the best in us. It has been women who have breathed gentleness and care into the harsh progress of mankind. It's all to do with the training. You can do a lot if you're properly trained. For me, heaven is likely to be a bit of a come down. With age does come experience, and that can be a virtue if it is sensibly used. Giant leaps often start with small steps, even when your life seems most monotonous. What you do is always of real value and importance to your fellow men. Work is the rent you pay for the room you occupy on earth. When peace comes, remember, it will be for us, the children of today, to make the world of tomorrow a better and happier place. I can never wear beige because nobody will know who I am. It has always been easy to hate and destroy. To build and to cherish is much more difficult. Sport has a wonderful way of bringing together people and nations. Even the power of faith, which frequently inspires great generosity and self-sacrifice, can fall victim to tribalism. Everyone is our neighbor, no matter what race, creed or color. It is through this lens of history that we should view the conflicts of today, and so give us hope for tomorrow. It has perhaps always been the case that the waging of peace is the hardest form of leadership of all. The upward course of a nation's history is due, in the long run, to the soundness of heart of its average men and women. I have to be seen to be believed. To be inspirational, you don't have to save lives or win medals. Cowards falter, but the danger is often overcome by those who nobly dare. I hope people will think very carefully about the future. What were once only hopes for the future have now come to pass. It's worth remembering that it is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. The wartime generation, my generation, is resilient. People are touched by events which have their roots far across the world. I believe that young or old, we have as much to look forward to with confidence and hope as we have to look back on with pride. Perhaps we make too much of what is wrong and too little of what is right. The trouble with gloom is that it feeds upon itself, and depression causes more depression. Our modern world places such heavy demands on our time and attention that the need to remember our responsibilities to others is greater than ever. The path, of course, is not always smooth, and may at times this year have felt quite bumpy, but small steps can make a world of difference. Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. Whatever life throws at us, our individual responses will be all the stronger for working together and sharing the load. The time for words has now moved to the time for action. True patriotism doesn't exclude an understanding of the patriotism of others. In these testing times, it is my hope that you can draw strength and inspiration from what we share, as we work together towards a healthy, sustainable and prosperous future for all. I know just how much I rely on my own faith to guide me through the good times and the bad.